Hello everyone, been a while. Thought I'd come back on and do a swift recap of a trade I took on the first, how I managed the trade and how I came about finding a bearish buyers on cable, GU, and how I was stopped out by spread before watching price run 15 hour in my direction. So we had a wonderful day, as you can all imagine. And basically I just want to do a quick rundown of how I came about to want to sell the trade on that particular day and what session it was in. Here we had the structure low on a 4 hour and a structure high at the time of price. We'd already established, as previous videos on my YouTube channel show, that I like to use the daily swings and market structure breaks to confirm a higher time frame bias, and then use the 4 hour structure high and structure low to add confluence of what we had was a structure high intact and we had a structure low. The best way to find the major swings in the market is very simple. It's no secret. You go to indicators and you put in where the fractals. The fractal pattern comes up when you get your lowest point and your highest point. And like any market structure, you wait for one of them to be cleanly broken with a strong candle. I have mentioned that before in previous videos. It's so important for me in a particular way to look for a strong solid close to give me direction. If it's wicked through, I tend to view that as a stop hunt and not very trustworthy. Some people use wicks as market structure breaks, that's fine. Me personally, I like to see these type of candles rally through a level that gives me indication that the institutions may be looking to change direction, or even for a short period of time look for higher prices, lower prices. As price went on, we had area of selling, as we can see here, so we can mark that out. Price came down, wicked, we weren't interested here, then we got a solid close. My attention then became bearish, and we then could look for areas of discount to get involved in the market at the best price available. Price came to Monday, beginning of our most recent week. We opened strongly, rallied, but didn't quite come into a order block or previous area of selling, but we did come into discount. I did expect, however, once this wick stayed available, price then closed into Tuesday and we didn't take it. There's more than likely to be a inefficiency void in this area, and I was slightly aware of that, so I waited for Tuesday to come, which now begins here, and I expected us to potentially take Monday's high into this higher time frame block area of selling. Tuesday decided not to do it, we rallied down, and then Wednesday opened up and we did. Wednesday came and took the liquidity above Monday. Now I was really interested, as I believe Wednesday could possibly make the high of the week, and we did take it, but we didn't get the reaction we wanted until the Thursday, which is where my trade, as we move along, will show. I have a blue line indicating what I wanted to see in the market, and obviously Friday, this mess here is all I can describe. But let's focus on this area here from a 15-minute perspective. From a 15-minute perspective, we had the high, we rallied, came into Asia, and we took it into our 4 hour area of selling. From a 5-minute standpoint, I knew that my blue line I'd marked out initially was to see price ride above Asia into our block, break the structural lows in the 5-minute chart convincingly. The sponsorship needs to be convincing. I need to see strong move away that indicates to me that price has seen enough higher prices. We need to move. We need to see a strong break. Once again, bring the fractal pattern back in. We can see all the lows violently broken down with this move. Now, here's the interesting part. I was more comfortable to get involved than before. So, from a 3-minute point of view, if price is fractal, then it should react in a similar way. Price rallied into the 4-hour block, broke structure, and as we can see from the blue line outlined, I wanted price to return to the structure, the block that broke the structure. We did. I believed I could have a tighter stop, and my target was previous day's low, which would have nailed me around 45 to 50 pips. Probably would have trailed it. Price came down. Nice clean break of all the structure above Asia. We were in discount. We were in premium prices. I believe I said discount before, premium. And we got a beautiful return back into a block. And I believe that we wouldn't go higher than this level. Stupid enough, me trying to play it too safe, I got stopped by spread, and then had to watch price plummet to over 100 pips, and that would have made not just my week, probably my month percentage. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with the way I believed I could bullshit the market into thinking I can have a tighter stop. And the lesson here is, this is why this is a quick video. If I have a 3R setup, then I must honour the stop loss level at 1R. So if I have a 10 pip stop and I only want 3R, don't bullshit yourself into thinking that maybe if I go a bit lower I can get more risk reward level. The spread will get you, or you'll get wicked out. Cable can be erratic, you know that, I know it. If you're messing around with GBP pairs, especially GBP JPY, which sometimes I meddle with, don't try to play the market, because I'll tell you something, that is, the beast will stop you out. These pairs can be very, very volatile in London. This setup occurred beautifully. We had a very tight Asia range. I think if I zone out it might show it better. We had a very tight, beautiful Asia range. We marked out the open price at 5 o'clock UK time. I believe I've mentioned that in an earlier video. If not, I will create another one. Credit to ICT for this. I stopped using this for a long time and started bringing it back in, because this is where I want to see price above this line when I'm looking to sell, and below when I'm looking to buy. We had the stop run from the Monday, which was beautiful, into a higher time frame selling area, tight Asia range, liquidity to double bottoms, inefficiency voids, beautiful double bottoms. It was all set up. Very confident in this trade. The only problem was I tried to be a smart ass and get a tighter stop loss, and I got rewarded for it by being stopped out, and the market said fuck you, because we're going to run over 100 pips in your direction. If you've got a specific R&R, you don't have to make 100 pips per day. You don't even have to make 100 pips per week. Just get your 3R, 3.5R and walk away. My biggest issue in trading, and I make no secret of this, is I can become emotionally attached to losing very often, and it can affect the rest of my day. Now, I'm being honest with you, anyone who doesn't get affected by losses is either making shitloads of money or they're telling you lies because they've mastered the psychology. I'm sure there is people like that, but I do get affected by losses. It affects me day, it can affect me week. I'm working on my psychology. This video proves that I had to spend the day in my mind wondering why I got stopped out, and a quick back test and review basically showed me that I was trying to be a smart ass, and I got me just rewards. If I'd have followed my rules, I wouldn't have got stopped out, and I would have made 3R, and I would have trailed me stop to over 100 pips, and I would have been supremely happy with my performance. But one thing that I did take away from this particular trade setup is I followed all the rules except one. And watching your idea pan out does take the edge off a loss, because when you backtest and you journal, this trade will be marked with an X on my trading logbook, but it will also be marked with a smiley face to show that everything that my rules told me would happen happened, and I can take away from the market that don't try to bullshit the market. Use a proper stop loss distance. If you are a 3R trader like me, a 4R trader like me, keep 1R stop loss and honour it. Don't be an idiot. Some people are so far ahead of where I am. I'm in a chat group full of superb traders who can use 1 minute levels like beasts, and I mean the stop loss is like 2.5 pips. It's amazing how they do it. It's not my type of thing, but I'm not that type of trader. I like to be, I suppose, more systematic in an approach, and I didn't keep all my systems in check, and that's why I got stopped out. But this video should hopefully provide a lesson in honour your stop loss position. If you are a 5R trader, keep your 1R stop to a point until it's time to move it to break even. Don't try to bullshit the market, because you'll get your just rewards like I did here. Otherwise, everything went to plan, and price action couldn't have been more beautiful than this. It couldn't have been more clear than this. We've got internal range liquidity taken on one side, we've got a tight Asia range, we've got a sponsorship move here, return to block. Everything was set up for this trade to fall. I was confident, and I tried to just be a little bit of a smart ass and got caught out. Hopefully there's a lesson in this that people will learn, and hopefully, more importantly, I don't mean to be egotistical, but hopefully I'll learn my own lesson from this video as well as anyone else. So I hope trading's been wonderful. I hope you've all been following your rules, and I will try to make this a more regular thing once we get going next week. I'm also on a podcast with a very good friend in our chat group who's made a fantastic trading podcast. I'm hoping to get that done sometime today. I'll share it on my Instagram. He's had some unbelievable traders on as guests, 10 times better than where I'll ever be, and those guys are well worth a listen. So check the Instagram out, and as soon as I know when the recording will be done, I'll share it. But please check out his other podcasts, because he's had some superb, potentially brilliant traders on that podcast who are developing so well, and hopefully I'll reach their level soon. So with that being said, trade well, follow your rules, don't give up, stay focused, and be better than the trader you were yesterday. Don't focus on other people. Other people are always going to be better than you. Other people are always going to have more expensive items than you. Other people are going to excel at different things than you. Concentrate on being better than the person you were in front of the chart yesterday. That should be your primary objective. Trade well. Speak soon.